It's the little pegs in his feet, I think, are just wearing out.
Also, his feet are like abnormally large.
They're in the game too. Have you ever paid
Have
attention?
you ever seen his feet? His feet, him and Akuma,
Their feet are fucking gigantic.
Yeah, they're huge. Nothing in that game makes sense.
No.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Didn't see you there.
Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Good Enough Gaming Podcast, where we are weirdly obsessed with Street Fighter feet. Just me?
Just one of
I
us.
think it's, yeah, that's fucking.
I was gonna cut that out of the
we're
episode,
gonna
you
cut
fucking
that out.
weirdo.
Street Fighter, more like Street Feeder. All right, let's try that again. Jesus Christ. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Good Enough Gaming Podcast.
I want that in the episode.
As always, I'm Kyle, your host. I'm joined by Daryl, Trevor, and Jordan. And this week, our episode is entitled Cash or Trash. Well, before it was every Marvel superhero was getting a show of their own, now it seems we are officially onto the game's turn to take the cinema train.
Yeah.
The floodgates have opened, and we are now going to try and discuss all these titles that are on the horizon, as well as what they need to have learned from previous successes and blunders of other franchises. So join us as we walk through Baldurs Gate, talk to all the residents of evil, stoke a Street Fighter 2, consult with the God of War, and find out who the weakest link is. It's going to be a sonic rush of an episode. So, we're back at it. We've had several episodes on video game shows and movies.
Garbage shows,
I
movies.
Yeah, like we shit on a bunch of them.
A lot of them.
What happened? Like, does it just take one or two like high quality productions and popularity to like hit? And then everyone in Hollywood's like, holy shit.
Video games, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we've had so many trash ones for so long that they just get ignored. And then now you get, you know, The Last of Us and you get Fallout as kind of the two big front runners right now. And I was like, wait, these can make money.
Yeah. These can be good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we saw like the success of the Super Mario Brothers movie.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, huge.
That was huge, and my kid loved it. We all went together,
Yeah.
Yes, we
I
did.
liked it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
and it was a great time. And now they have the next one coming out, which is Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Which
Looks awesome.
lots of potential. Yoshi's showing up.
Well, I was Easter egged at the end of the last one there. He
So
was the
there's-
credit scene.
Bowser
Fucking end
Jr.
credits. Fucking end credits.
Yeah. Everything needs an end credit scene, you know? This one, again, has some potential. And Hollywood's cashing in. You know, they've got Chris Pratt voicing.
It's coming back.
I'm surprised that Chris Pratt isn't voicing more video game characters in every franchise.
Oh, just
because-
wait.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Just you
Apparently,
wait.
we love them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chris Pratt is Ryu. In the
Oh, God.
And that brings up the next one that I don't know how to feel about it, is the Street Fighter movie.
It's no Jean-Claude Van Damme
No.
special, but
Well,
like,
Van Damme
Sweaty
special.
Jean-Claude.
It, It's so funny because the thing that they've been doing now, not that they never used to do this, but the biggest thing now is like before they even start production, you start getting these leaks or confirmed like
Confirmed
castings,
casting,
and they
yeah.
really start putting them on the internet to be like, how do the people feel about this?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
What
let's
are your
gauge
thoughts?
it.
Right? And
They're testing the
they kind
waters
of
a
did
little
that
too
with
early.
they kind of did that with like whatever Legend of Zelda thing is coming out.
Yeah.
They're doing that. They're doing that with God of War,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And they're like, how do you feel about this person playing?
They did that with Mortal Kombat before the
Yeah,
first
they
movie
did.
came out
Right?
for that.
And so
yeah.
it's kind of their very first litmus test of like, one, do people get excited? And two, do they fucking hate any of these people in this
Yeah,
movie?
Yeah,
Like, get them out of
that's
here.
them,
Like,
yeah.
but I feel like with Street Fighter, that's too late now.
But they
Fine.
did it though.
But it
Like
is-
last year
it's
they were doing
filmed.
this, right?
Like the
It's
movie's
already
done.
done.
Yeah.
The movie's
Yeah.
done.
It's just being the editing phase.
But also having what the fuck is his face as Guile?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody
Okay, so
Rhodes,
as
yeah.
Guile.
Yeah.
Here's the whole thing. So, I've been waiting to talk about this with you guys for a while. So this movie's gonna go one of two directions.
Correct.
Okay?
So there's only two ways.
There's only two things that could possibly happen to this movie. Number one, somehow this movie is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and 2, this will follow the same trope that any rushed WWE infused acting movie will go, and this is going to be so goddamn terrible.
Yeah.
Absolute
It's gonna
dog
get
shit.
roasted all over the internet when it finally comes out. And it's not even just as Cody Rhodes. There are multiple WWE stars in this movie.
Roman Reigns is Akuma.
Yeah.
I don't understand that one.
Even 50 Cent as Balrog.
Yeah.
We
is
want people
an
who
odd
are
one.
already on steroids, who are already jacked and look like kind of vaguely look like these characters
Yeah.
and can know how to throw a fake.
Honestly, the Cody Rhodes thing I can live with, because Guile as a character is a spoof of America,
Yes.
It's true.
right? So
Yeah.
like for me, I can get past that one. The one that hurts because he's my favorite character in the games is Akuma. That is such a deep character from a lore perspective and story. And you've got Roman Reigns as like
Hope you're not expecting a lot of dialogue.
like
There's lots of grunts.
yeah, there's just the back and forth in like backstory with Ryu and Akuma. There's so much there that they can pull story wise. And so that was the one that was sad for me, because I was like, oh, like who can they bring in that's like a really good dramatic actor? And
The leader of the bloodline, Roman Reigns.
I just don't get like
The one true tribal chief.
I just don't get with Street Fighter, like how, like even with the originals, like how you compose a movie to make it make sense with all these characters, because all their backstories are kind of different, and then they're just coming together to fight. Whereas like at least with Mortal Kombat, like the whole excuse is that it's just a giant karate tournament,
yeah,
right? Like we're going to some adult karate tournament with death as the punishment for
If
losing.
you lose your world.
Yeah. Right. But like, there's at least a concept there as to why all these people are interacting and then also just randomly fighting.
yeah.
Whereas like Street Fighter, like to try and tie all these stories together, sometimes I'm just like, how did we even get the first movie to
Yeah.
make any sort of coherent
Yeah.
It's
sense?
essentially just like a spy infiltration thing gone
Yeah.
horribly
Horribly wrong.
wrong. Like,
Well, that's kind of the funny thing with Street Fighter is like at its core, it's basically like you've got
Shadaloo.
you got the Shadaloo organization, which is like your big evil
Yeah.
corporation, and then you've got the military. So you've got your Guiles and
but let me go into
Zangiefs
this with
and-
my fists.
Cammy.
Yeah,
Yeah, your Cammy.
Cammy
Yeah.
and Chun Li. You got all those characters that are official like organization people, and then you've got all the villains that are part of Shadaloo. So you got Balrog and Vega and all
I love
those.
Vega.
But then out of the blue, you just have Ken and Ryu who just love to fight, and somehow they get thrown into like this fucking government conspiracy shit.
So it's G.I. Joe, essentially. This is
Kind
G.I.
of,
Joe.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
have you
there's
watched
another
those old
franchise.
cartoons?
Oh
Have
my
you seen that old cartoon though, like of Street Fighter, where it, like essentially is almost verbatim GI Joe?
yes,
Just without guns.
with
Street
Street
Fighter?
Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but have you seen there's that one movie with Jackie Chan in it where Jackie Chan plays Chun-Li? It's a small segment where there's like a Street Fighter segment in it.
Oh, it's like a
have not
spoof
seen
joke,
that.
yeah.
It's a spoof of
Okay, I'll
Joe.
show you
Yeah.
guys later.
Honestly though, if anybody likes Street Fighter, if anybody likes Street Fighter,
We're gonna see it.
there's two things to watch. There's the Street Fighter 2V anime, which is like a
Really good.
legitimate anime.
Yeah.
It is so fucking good. Go watch that. And then they did a bunch of like manga inspired anime movies in the Street Fighter universe that are
Really
hard
good.
R rated.
Yep.
And those
Hard R.
yeah. Those ones are really good.
Quick, give me a wig.
Yeah. They are R rated. Those are really, really good stories. And they dive deeper into a lot of the lore stuff. And that's where you really get to see the Ryu Akuma stuff. And so I highly recommend go watch those. Those are all very good.
This is like one of those ones I'm concerned
and curious.
Very
I'm gonna go watch
concerned.
it. But
Morbidly optimistic.
I think this is gonna be a dumpster fire movie.
It's gonna be
I think it's
awful.
gonna be just terrible. But I want to watch it just because
just to see what happens.
just
Well,
to
it's
see
like
what
the
happens.
first one, right? You're like,
But
what's
Street Fighter to Jordan, like what Jordan was just saying, like Street Fighter's whole and to your point, the whole culmination of the story that's even involved in Street Fighter is not real life lendable.
No,
No.
So
no,
like,
not really.
this has to be an anime. Like this is it can
It's
only
so
be animated.
ridiculous.
It's too far fetched.
Yeah, but we now live in the
Yeah.
universe of Fast and Furious now,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like
fair.
that's like
It's a ballad.
we've
I'm
gone
just
too
like-
far.
just go the anime route.
Yeah.
Like just do it. Lean in on it. You just had Devil May Cry that was
Yes,
super
that was-
successful.
Yeah, it
We
did
just
really
had the
well.
you just had the Demon Slayer movie, which was
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
that did crazy
like that
numbers in
ins-
theaters.
even
yeah.
in North America.
So like it's there. The market is there. You don't have to make a live action version of everything. And this is one of those ones where I'm like, did we learn nothing from its predecessor?
From
Did
any
we
of the
learn nothing?
many
Well,
movies of
and
garbage.
They even did that movie, The Legend of Chun Li.
Yeah, which
with
was
the
also
with the chick
awful.
from Smallville,
Yeah.
and that was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Like,
Did you see their casting for Dan?
oh
Like
yeah,
Andrew Schultz, the
yeah.
comedian.
Yes, I did see that.
I
Dan as a character is fucking stupid. Like
Yeah.
he's always been the worst
Like that-
Street Fighter guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm with Daryl. Honestly, I love Street Fighter so much.
what'd you do to my
It's gonna be
boy?
terrible.
Yeah.
It is gonna be bad.
But you know what's gonna be good? Mortal Kombat 2.
Well, that's where I think like when they brought back Mortal Kombat, they did a much better job. And then this one, I think they learned because they just immediately wrote out that random ass kid who
Yes.
was like this new character
Yeah, what
that
was his
became
name
nothing.
again?
I don't
Thank
fucking
you.
remember.
Thank you.
Cole. Right?
Cole.
And there was like, I was like, is this some new announcement? Is this? And they were just like, oh no, we just tried to do our own thing. We're like, fucking don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop that,
Right.
please.
This is like everything else we've talked about, right? It's like you have this breadth of like characters,
so many
information,
characters.
and
How do you
lore.
make a new one?
Let's make
Yeah.
our own like super special character. Like he's the worst one here.
That's
Yeah.
like
But so
the
they-
JRPG version of a create a character,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
just the generic.
Yeah. But I
fucking
like
thing.
that I don't think they even said anything. I think they just fucking
Just-
didn't include him anymore. They're like,
retconned him
yeah,
in the
he's
second
just
one.
gone. He's not.
Well, this is not part of it. Like he saved his family, he did his thing. Like maybe they can reference him or talk to him.
They
or
might.
whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's like
He gone.
you know what we're getting. We're getting the continuation now of like the Sub-Zero Scorpion stuff, where
Yes.
Sub-Zero's probably coming back as Noob Saibot, which is.
What were those sounds?
Easy down there. Whoa. Careful where you point that thing.
I just like that's what it's supposed to. This is what it's supposed to be about. This is like the whole thing. I'm so excited. The things that they did really well in that first movie was the fatalities and the
Yeah, fights were
the
great.
Fights were
Yeah.
and they said there's even more choreographed fighting in the second one than there was in the first one.
Which, like, the first one had a
It
lot.
had
and
a
it
lot of
was-
good fights.
That was
yeah.
That's the best
That's why you
action
go to a Mortal
fighting
Kombat.
I've seen in a
Yeah,
movie
100%. Yeah.
ever. I think like
It's up there.
Yeah, like we don't talk about Mortal Kombat 2 from the 90s. Like,
No.
that was real bad.
Annihilation.
Annihilation. yeah.
find your inner animality.
Oh my god. I forgot about all that bullshit.
Memory unlocked.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, you know what? That is like obviously we haven't seen the movie yet, but this sequel is is a studio that's taking what the fans had feedback on
Yeah.
and making those changes. Even in the early trailers, it seems like they've really taken to heart what the fans loved in the first one. And just, well, you know what? We're going to fucking double down on that then.
Even
Like,
if Cole's in the movie again, which like I don't at this point, it is what it is.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was like the weird transferable tattoo powers thing. Like that was the
Yeah,
only
that
one I was
thing
like,
was
I forgot about that. I just blocked that from my
I
memory.
didn't like that at all, but it saves itself with the fighting.
Yes. Yeah.
Like choreographed stuff. Oh my god!
It seems
so
like because
good.
what we've
Yeah.
gotten with at least season 1 of Last of Us and then Fallout, which we just talked about, is we're finally starting to get like producers who are like, hey, we can take the lore. I don't have to extremely dumb it down, for the
No,
normies.
No.
not at all.
And we can just make it what it is, and people will believe it or
Yep.
be invested in it
Yep.
because
Yeah.
it is good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm curious. Like currently we are in the news cycle of here's all the people coming out for God of War,
Yes.
which, I mean, we can talk about that later if you want. The other big one that was recently released is we're now getting all the images of Sophie Turner as
Too
Lara
nice.
Croft.
Yeah.
And I mean,
She's like rich.
She
yeah,
looks great.
and I don't really care who it is.
Daryl,
If you
relax.
put,
Relax.
I don't know if it's just something about it. If you can put on those
Sophie.
oh Daryl,
Sophie,
How you doing? Hi.
come to
Daryl.
GameCon Canada. Let's have a chat. Okay, Sophie.
Bring your
Bring your
thigh
glasses.
guns with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
but like, I don't think anyone can put on those red round sunglasses and not just look rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about those that just screams, just like, I have way more money than you,
yeah.
and I don't know why.
I'm
But
wealthy.
like I said, like of all the first images, I'm like,
That
I am so hopeful
yeah.
because at least you got the character right. Like even the last,
Yeah.
Tomb Raiders when they had the other
Alicia
girl.
Vikander.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
even
were good.
those
Actually, those were good.
Yeah.
I didn't mind those because they were kind of based more on the newer games.
Yes.
And
yeah.
they did a good job. So now we're going back. I mean, honestly, like as the movies weren't great, but Angelina Jolie was a good casting.
They were
Yeah.
just
And they were-
fun popcorn flicks.
They were just
Yep.
popcorn action,
Yeah.
right? They didn't want to explain Tomb Raider too much. They didn't
No.
want to. It was kind of like an Uncharted or like an Indiana Jones of like, this crazy historical thing actually exists and is magic.
Yeah.
Like it
Pandora's
exists.
box.
Yeah,
It's real.
yeah. But like as a franchise, they haven't done terribly.
no.
For Tomb Raider, which is weird.
Yeah. Honestly, Tomb Raider is one of the better like video game franchises as far as movies
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And obviously, we understand that the bar is low
From that time, yeah,
you
from the
know,
early
for
2000s and everything.
quality
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, no, I thought all the like press release photos that they launched of her, I think they look great. They've even shown some like behind the scenes stuff of her, like she's doing her own stunts. She's parachuting in to like the jungle
She's
and
taking the
stuff.
Tom
and-
Cruise. approach.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's got that run going.
so
The Tom Cruise run.
like I see stuff like that and I'm like, okay, maybe we're finally cresting the hill of
good
people
adaptations.
understand what we are looking for.
Yeah.
You know?
God of War.
I want to save God of War I want to save it till the second half. We're seeing another Sonic movie, the fourth one. I mean, the guys haven't watched all of them. I have children. I have seen them all. My son loves Sonic.
Tell us about them, Kyle.
They're fun. Like they don't take themselves seriously. They fixed what Sonic looked like.
Oh,
after the
God.
first one,
Hallelujah.
after the initial images came out, and everyone's like, "The fuck is that?"
What happened to his eyes?
What is that monstrosity?
Why does he have teeth?
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck.
But they're fun. They've got like big name castings and something like
Jim Carrey and
Jim Carrey. They've got Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Elder
good. He's
Strider?
good in everything.
Yeah.
Isn't he Knuckles?
Idris Elba. as
Idris Elba.
Knuckles.
Yeah.
So the fourth one, I'm curious to see where they go. Like you go into it knowing that it's a Sonic movie for kids, but it's still
it's just so funny how
still
like
a good time.
the game was just a side scroll go fast.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like you had the old cartoons and everything, and now it's become this, and it was like, how did we
Yeah.
get here?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like-
there is more cartoons. Like there is
Yeah.
more kid shows,
Yeah.
as my son discovered on Netflix. And
Yes.
Of course.
dove deep into those.
I just with live action, I'm just like,
Yeah.
what do we do with the plot here?
Did you
Like
guys
it's
Yeah.
watch the cartoon as a kid for Sonic?
I think a
remember
little
we
bit,
did,
yeah.
I watched that and the Mega Man one.
Oh,
Yeah.
You would.
I did. Yes.
I didn't get into the Sonic one as much as I also distinctly remember on Teletoon all the time watching the Donkey Kong show.
Oh, I love that show.
That's one I missed.
That was
I don't
That was a
really know
great
one.
show.
Okay. We're gonna take a little break. We've got a few more movies and stuff that we are going to adjust and adapt and wonder about. But first, we need to take a quick stop down to the treasure trove. Jordan, trove it away.
The treasure trove.
Thanks, Brotato. Okay, yeah. So this is the treasure trove. For anybody that's new to the show, I've been known to play everything and anything, mostly anything. And I figured, fuck, let's make a segment out of it. So I try and pick games that maybe don't get the love they deserve, didn't have the marketing budget of the big triple A's. I mean, fuck, you look at Steam nowadays, and every day there's 50 new games that have launched, and how do you siphon through all of that as a player? So this season I've tried to make them a little bit more topical. We've been talking today about games into movies and TV. I'm taking the reverse. I'm taking a movie that was made into a game, and that is Mad Max.
Oh, yeah.
Mad Max released in the PS4, Xbox One Gen days 2015. It was made by Avalanche Studios, who's known primarily for the Just Cause franchise. But yeah, they took Mad Max as a property, and they took a lot of the lore from the movies and created an open world game. The original character is Australian, and so it's like the Australian desert
OG.
outback.
Yeah, which is what OG Mad Max
sweet.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the character has an Australian accent and stuff. It's very subtle, but it is there. But this game, this game's fucking great. I played it when it first came out. I kind of rolled the dice. I like the movies. And so I was like, let's give it a shot. The combat in the game is very like Arkham-esque. It's a lot of hand-to-hand combat. You're countering punches and stuff. But it's got crazy like death finishers and shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's super.
That sounds about Mad Max.
Yeah, and it's super brutal, and like it's very much trying to pull your MacGyvering like weapons out of whatever you can find. The whole like gist of the story is your vehicle is stolen by like the warlord of the area, and you have to make a new vehicle out
This
of,
is Need
out
for
of
Speed.
scratch. Yeah. And so like you're piecing together different parts, and like it is very bare bones, but you do get to create like your own vehicle, and it gives you a set, I think 4 or 5 like chassis, and you can tell like, oh, that's a Mustang, oh, that's
dope.
Unnamed car too.
yeah.
Unlicensed, yeah.
And so like it's got vehicular combat, like
Which I've heard is really good.
it's super good. It's very like impactful and crunchy. Like when you sideswipe a car, it fucking feels like you do. And like you have to manage your gas levels, and like you can run out of gas in the middle of the desert, and you have to like figure out how to handle that. The story is honestly like it's okay. It services the property that it's in. It's not memorable. Like I don't remember who the bad guy is and all this stuff, but like honestly from a gameplay perspective, it plays so good. It's so fun. And if you like that Arkham, type combat, it has that. And it's open world, so you can kind of tackle things however you want. But like you can play that game on Steam. I think you can find it for like $4, $5. It's super cheap. Yeah, the reason I brought it up, like obviously Mad Max is a very large franchise. It's not necessarily like an indie thing.
Yeah.
But like I brought it up, so it's sitting at a 91 on Steam.
Dang.
Wow.
For ratings.
That's high.
Yeah.
But it came out in 2015. I'm just going to read off some other games that came out in 2015, and it'll make sense why this one kind of disappeared.
Fell under the radar.
So you had Witcher 3,
Yep.
Fallout 4, Batman Arkham Knight,
Yep.
Bloodborne, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Metal Gear Solid 5, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Mortal Kombat 10,
Well, that makes sense.
and Dying Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
So,
just
Like
sorry.
fucking banger after banger of releases that year. And then you got this, relatively unknown property with Mad Max. I don't know if there's ever been another Mad Max game to like build hype off of. But Avalanche took their open world experience from Just Cause and was like, let's do a Mad Max game.
So nice they had all the
Sick.
time to make that game while trying to overthrow the Shinra government.
Yeah, right.
Great Final Fantasy reference.
That's a great
Great
reference, yeah. But yeah, if anybody's looking for like kind of an old school open world game where it's just about going to compounds and stuff and beating the shit out of enemies and things, give it a shot. It's a ton of fun.
And I will
Mad
say,
Max.
if you're going to go back, unless you are a glutton for punishment, skip Mad Max 1, because that movie gets summed up in about 2 sentences in Mad Max 2.
Yeah.
Mad Max 1 is a god-awful movie.
Correct.
It's trash. It's an hour of sitting and waiting for this guy's wife to get killed.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. It's them in a house in the wasteland, and it's like an hour and a half of then some people come and kill his wife and kid.
Yeah. That
Gets
checks
summed
out.
up in 5 minutes in Mad Max 2, which is where Mad Max actually begins as a franchise.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go watch the movies,
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
start there.
It's a great franchise, though.
It is.
I like Mad Max. I wish we got more stuff that was kind of like that. We'll never see a sequel to this game.
I mean, we got the Borderlands movie. That's closer.
Oh, God.
Okay, I need to cleanse the palate after that comment, Trevor. The big one, God of War, has had some very
You say this is the big one. We haven't even talked about what I consider the big one, but
Nope, this is the big one.
It's Kyle's big
This
one.
is Kyle's big one.
My
Never
big
heard that before.
The only time.
Oh.
Oh,
God of War, they announced their Kratos,
Yes, they
that was the
have.
big.
and that was
Opie.
yes,
Yeah.
the actor who plays Opie from Sons of Anarchy,
Great show.
who also voiced Thor in the game.
In Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of crossover there, but
But then they got an even more Norse
Thor.
Thor.
Have you heard that dude? Have you heard that dude speak?
Yeah,
Like his voice, as soon as I heard him in Severance, I was like, oh, yep.
done. And he's huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he is the perfect
He's a
cast for Thor.
unit.
Yes. So both castings so far, like 10,
One they
10
got-
out of 10.
The guy that they got for
I thought they were going to
Heimdall.
make the guy that voice acted.
There was rumors that
Kratos
Chris
that he was gonna
Judge
be-
was gonna
Yeah.
do it.
I think
yeah.
like Chris Judge is like pushing 65
He's-
plus.
he's
Like,
older,
I'm wondering
yeah.
with like just some of the what's going to be required, maybe.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
they're
and I mean-
worried about that. I
And
think
maybe
that
a bit of
plays
the
up.
look. Like Chris
Yeah.
Judge, the voice is.
perfect.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I think it's mostly just a bit of the look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like if you think about the first game, like Atreus in the first God of War is quite young,
Mhm.
and so like I think it's just gonna make sense to have him with a relatively
Slightly
young,
more-
Yes.
child actor, basically.
Yeah.
It just kind of makes sense. That
Which I don't know if they've announced a trade.
Atreus
No.
is the only one that they've been very
Is he even
hush
in the
hush.
movie? Or is this based off of the
First
God of
first.
War?
I believe so because they've announced Heimdall,
Yep.
who you fight at the start of that game, which
Yeah.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and they
they've
got
announced
kind of same
him.
thing. They got
Yeah.
like a bit of a slimmer guy
Yeah.
who doesn't look like he should be a god, but he looks like they got a pretty good
They've-
casting.
And they
They've-
also have the same voice actor for
Mimir
Mimir.
from Mimir
which is,
from
which
Mimir's
is
head.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is
so
dope.
happy that they kept the same voice actor.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And then they did switch Odin.
So Odin was swapped. I only know him from Criminal Minds. He's
Yeah.
like the head guy of
Yeah.
their department.
Still a good actor.
Great actor. And then they've cast Kratos' wife.
Yep.
And
Thor's sister.
And Thor. Yeah. I
Not
don't
Freya, but I can't remember.
I
her
don't
name.
remember the names, but
And I
They-
need to see
they've
who's
cast
Odin.
her
'Cause I
as
don't
well.
remember. I didn't see the casting for Odin.
when they pulled up Odin, like the original guy, like the Ragnarok Odin was a really good one.
Yes.
It
Yeah, I
was a
can't
good
remember his
fit.
name. I'm terrible with actors' names.
And this is all a series too. This isn't
Mandy
just a-
Mandy Patinkin is Odin,
Yeah.
Richard
okay.
Schiff.
Yeah.
Oh.
and then Teresa Palmer is Sif.
Sif. Yeah.
Yes.
Max Parker as Heimdall.
Yeah.
Alistair Duncan, who voiced Mimir, is doing Mimir. And then they've got Danny Woodburn and Jeff Gulka as Brock and Sindri.
Yes.
Who, like, both of them, like, they've been in other things and they are
Awesome.
little
They're
people,
little-
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
but like their look,
The
like
look-
even just
yeah.
knowing the
The
look
look
in
fits.
comparison, I'm
Yeah.
like, this works. And
Yeah.
like this is
It
like,
definitely fits.
and I think with their characters, one being kind of the whatever, like the germaphobe versus
Yeah.
like the hard ass.
Yeah.
Like I think they'll do a pretty good job. Like they're both pretty well known actors.
I hope this series is good. I really
I
hope they
pray.
do well with it because it's got such potential to be a strong series.
the saving grace is Prime has already done so good with Fallout.
Yeah.
And you know, I think you take the feedback from your audience for that and you just kind of inject that DNA into this production. It's like, clearly this is what people want. Clearly there's enough backstory and lore from the games. You don't need to do much of your own interpretation.
That little, you get that little like moment where you're like, just don't fuck with it.
This is like that's the formula. Like if you look at
Stop
Fallout,
fucking with it.
Look
Don't
at Fallout.
fuck
Don't
with it.
fuck with the source material. Like to the point where it becomes contradictory to the like
Yeah.
what fans are going to watch this for. I don't need a whole brand new story. This
No.
is,
No, it
this is where
has the
Marvel,
story.
This is where Marvel fell apart.
Yeah.
This is where the
Trying
Marvel,
to do something
the Marvel
unique.
universe fell apart by trying to do too many new fucking things and trying to change too many things or blend 3 different stories together into one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And like you have all of the source material, just fucking use it. You don't have to rewrite the entire goddamn thing. I played that game and I loved it. Do I want to watch it in a live, like played out live and maybe with a little bit more dialogue and a little bit more backstory here and there? Sure.
Yeah.
Hell
That
yeah.
sounds-
Good
that
to me.
sounds cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Can I watch more video game based things and have my wife want to watch it with me?
It's like,
Heck yeah.
yeah. It's like you want to take all the codex entries and all the shit that I didn't read in the
Yeah.
game and put
use
that
that,
into
yeah.
it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Like you're,
But we don't need to spend 4 episodes getting on a soapbox about something completely irrelevant
No.
to the
No.
story. And
no. And that's my only fear is that they're gonna take the Atreus character and try to like modernize and relate him to today's fucking
Nope.
generation.
you're gonna give him a broccoli cut.
No.
And a
yeah, like, you know,
This
there,
is
there's
Old Norse mythology time.
yeah, like
He's gonna
there's
be
so
vaping.
much that they could ruin with that, and that's what it concerns me that they've been so quiet on the casting.
Kratos is just soft parenting.
Oh. Oh, it feels like we've got some big feelings over here today. Boy, we've got some big feelings.
We don't say no, we just redirect into something else. It's like
I don't like the N word here. We don't say no. Yeah. Kyle's triggered.
he's twitching out over
Nope.
here. Oh man, yeah, no, honestly, like I'm super excited for it. I was nervous until I saw the castings starting to come out,
Yeah.
Very hopeful.
and as soon as I started to see those, I was like, okay, I think they understand.
And same thing. That's them just being like, so
Yeah.
what do you think? Yeah, what do you think? What do you
Oh, scheduling issues. We have to replace this
Sorry,
guy.
yeah, they
it's
signed up for something else. But honestly, so far, like everyone looks good.
Yep.
Yep.
Everyone that's supposed to be badass already comes from shows and things where you're like, this guy plays
Yeah,
a
can be
badass.
badass.
Yeah, and like, you know, you look at it's Ryan Hurst, right? Is that Obi?
I feel like
That's
sounds
his
right.
actual name, right? Ryan
feel like-
Hurst.
I
feel
just
like
had
that
it up. Yeah.
Like people were worried about his
Yes,
size
Ryan
and
Hurst.
stuff, and
He's
like, oh,
big.
and in my head, I was like, clearly, you guys have not seen Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, the
'cause,
guy's
like,
fucking
big
tall
boy.
and
yeah,
big.
yeah,
We're
like,
also in the
probably gonna put on
MCU.
muscle.
I was gonna say we're also in the MCU era where this guy's probably gonna do a couple steroids
Yeah.
quietly,
Yes.
get in the gym, and he's gonna be fucking jacked.
He just has to go hang out with Alan Richardson
Beard
for
on.
like
Exactly.
2 months.
He just has to cut his. He just has to cut his hair. Yeah, he's just to cut his hair.
But I also love
I
him,
love
so-
Alan Richardson, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, no, I'm pumped for it. I
And I
think
mean,
it'll be good.
The guy playing Thor, his literal name is Olafur Dari Olafsson.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I know who that. Yeah, okay.
you can't get any more fucking Norse
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
that guy. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's I've only seen one clip of him online from Severance.
What is it, like the nicer haircut?
Yeah, and it's one scene where he's like brooding and intimidating to a character, and 30 seconds I was like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm
that
sold.
makes, that makes total sense to me. So yeah,
Curious with like some of the side castings. Like
Yeah.
they could go a lot of ways. They could bring in the Valkyries. They could bring in all sorts of things. But the core, at least
Yeah.
from like the original, like from the game story, those core of people seem
Yes.
good.
And I'm okay with the fact that like any Greek stuff that we might get in this is gonna be in flashbacks.
Yeah, which
And
is
I'm
fine.
okay with that.
I'm
Yeah.
okay
A bit
with
of an
it.
explanation as to who
Yeah.
the fuck Kratos is, why he's
Yeah.
gray.
Because like because
He's great, yeah.
people were upset that it wasn't gonna be the Greek story. Like
Oh,
people
God,
were
there's
like,
so
well,
much there.
why aren't we starting at the? I don't need that.
The Norse one, the Norse story is
better.
It
Plays
is-
off
it
as
is
a better story.
Yeah.
Like the other one was just a very like monotone.
Yeah.
He's not
here to
he's
kill
not
the
a likable
gods.
character
Yeah.
in the original.
No.
But I think like with Freya and stuff, like
That
you're
would
gonna get
be
some
cr-
flashbacks, like some forced like
Yes.
Here's the thing,
flashbacks.
and this is my only hope from that side of it is because like I said before, I don't want you to like follow the source material. Here's why doing the Norse one is better, because if it has the source material that leads to a good production story,
Yes.
where the source material for the Greek stuff isn't good,
No.
that would create too many of those. I have to make this
Yeah.
Yeah.
viable.
I
thing.
have to explain
fill
who
in,
all these
yeah.
vague Greek gods
Yeah.
are. Like everyone knows these three, but who the fuck is Hephaestus? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, who are these people that we're talking to?
Why should I care about his journey
Yeah.
here? Right? Like it's just
I think this is the right move to
Yep.
build a live action franchise.
far more relatable.
Whereas like the God of War Greek stuff should be animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean,
yeah.
there is that. What was that show?
Yeah.
There was an anime,
Yeah.
a Netflix anime series that is just Greek mythology.
Zack Snyder. Yeah, was
Oh,
the
fuck! Why can't I remember it?
Hand of Zeus or something
Yes.
like that,
Yeah.
or some shit. Yeah, that was good.
So, Daryl, there was one you were.
Yes. Okay. Now there's been no casting anything.
This
This
one-
is just recently announced.
This one scares.
This is recently announced, and I've been hoping that this is going to be good. And if it's not rated R, I'm not watching it. And that is Baldur's Gate.
Yes, and unfortunately, Craig Mazin, who did The Last of Us season 1 and 2, is
Well, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Helming.
Maybe I was incorrect about.
he is helming this
Yeah.
series.
Which has me concerned.
I am nervous.
And this is supposed to pick up after
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes,
But
which
why?
means interpretation.
Well, that's what they're trying to like. To me, that's the Fallout cop out, right?
Yeah.
yes.
We're in the world, but we can kind of do whatever we want.
And also,
Well,
there's a lot of
The problem with
potentials.
well,
Like-
here's my
That's my problem.
like we have it in the Fallout series where you talk about like they did in our episode of Fallout. We talked about like they followed this particular ending. It looks
Yeah.
like or
Yeah.
like a
a spin of
A
it.
spin
Yeah.
of it.
yeah.
whereas like Baldur's Gate has how many like options and opportunities and choices and whatever like an abundance like.
Did
How
you
do
did you even kill Karlach at the start? Did you even
Yeah.
make it to the end?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
What do you do in this game?
You just
Like,
make a Dungeons and Dragons movie with Chris Pine.
yeah.
Hey.
They need
So-
to make another one of those.
Yes,
'cause that
but
was
that's-
fun.
That was fun.
That's what
It
this
was
is.
fun movie,
Like,
But like I'm concerned. My concern with this is like, what do you use as the material? Because this
Yeah.
is a D&D choice based, multiple ending, multiple stream game where it's like this never had a uniform.
No.
There's no
The
canon.
only- The
No.
only linear part of it is like you have to fight the mind flayer like supreme at the end. Like that's the only thing that happens all the way through.
Spoilies.
Oh please,
God.
it's been out forever. Like
I'm curious if they take it in the sense of Game of Thrones, where they would say we've got these 4, 5, 6 factions. Here's kind of your main characters. Yeah, here's your main
Kill 'em
characters
all.
that you know. So like we're gonna bring back Asterion for the fans. We're gonna bring
Right.
back Karlach and
Yeah.
maybe Shadowheart. She's
Yeah.
the worst in the game. She's a terrible character. Like
Hot
says who?
Yeah.
well, no, her story and development are good. Her character in terms of hitting things is
Oh, it's
awful.
terrible.
Oh,
yes,
okay, yes.
sorry.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
let me
yeah,
let me
yeah. Okay.
You need to reclass her.
let me
That-
refine that statement.
That makes sense.
Her story is great.
But that's where I wonder if they're just going to use the universe and then, I mean, the plethora of D&D source material to just kind of create this like little conflict, like they're creating the next Baldur's Gate game,
Right.
to just be like, here's some factions, here's some evildoers.
my
Some stuff happens.
My only, I guess, question is if I bet you if you were at that studio talking to the creators,
Talarian?
Talarian, I bet you in their mind, they do have a canon story. Like, I bet you they do have what they deem to be kind of, this is how we
The lawful
think
good
the
story or
should
Yeah.
go. And so I
can't imagine them working
feel
with
like
them
they
if
would
they don't
work
have
with
some
that,
sort of
though.
creative control. Because I feel
I
like
fucking
they,
hope so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's the
I
that's the other
really
thing. Like,
hope
I
so, 'cause
really hope they
otherwise,
have
yeah.
creative control.
So, like, to me, that's that. I think I would feel more comfortable if they came out and they're like, yeah, we're involved. We already have kind of a direction of how we want, like, the lore of Baldur's Gate 3 to have played out to assist with the storytelling of the show. I think if that was made public from Larian, then I'd be like, okay, I'm more confident.
I would
Yeah.
still
But-
almost feel safer if they just said we are making it based off of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah,
Not that-
just
okay.
the game.
Like
yeah.
take
But
that
at that
storyline.
point-
Take that story.
But at that point, it's been so long since Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Why not just start at the beginning? Why not just introduce
Fair.
the world?
Baldur's Gate
to-
as a city.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, just why not
Here's the
throw
shenanigans
us
that happen
in
here.
there,
Yeah.
you know?
And
So-
you could even do like an episodic thing with like Baldur's Gate, and you're following this hero and their adventure, and then this hero, and then sort of like converging paths to
Oh,
like a main.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I
like-
don't think you can do it where you're like collecting a band of heroes at
Yeah.
the start. Like you
No.
have to have
Yeah.
very different, sort of like the Ghoul and Lucy, right? You
Yeah.
have to have these two groups that are kind of unknowingly after the same thing,
yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
converge.
Because, like, they did that with the Witcher series. Like, you had Ciri's storyline and you had Geralt's, and then eventually, you know, the crossroads hit, right?
The meeting. Yeah.
You know, so, like, you could kind of play it in a similar sense with Baldur's Gate, is like Kyle said, you know, almost take half a season following, you know, this group or, you know, these couple people, and then you've got, you know, these other ones over here kind of going through their shit. My concern, though, is, like you guys said, D&D is open-ended on purpose.
Yeah. Like it's.
and then Baldur's Gate 3 is specifically, think of how many fucking characters are in that thing,
Yeah.
and how many memorable
yeah. Who do you
characters
cut? Who do you keep?
Because
yeah,
you're gonna piss off someone regardless.
somebody's
Yep.
gonna be upset.
Why wasn't Gale in the show?
Yeah. Like, I just,
Because he
I don't
ate
know,
all the
man.
weapons.
And exploded.
I also wonder too, because like with Fallout, like you never see her use VATS, right? Like there's some things
Right.
that kind of point to it, and people who know, but if you don't, you're like, oh, that was just a cool like slow mo moment, and we killed
right.
a
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
But in Baldur's Gate, like you don't, I don't know, even in the movie, there was times where like you can't necessarily convey some of those like dice rolls or some of those
Yeah.
things where like a critical success or a crit failure or like a persuasion. Like
Mhm.
that's just like
yeah.
acting at this point. Like that kind of takes away
Yeah.
like the fun of D&D. And like even in the movie, like they did a good job with stuff and like some of the hilarity and stupidity that D&D always
Like a spell
becomes.
failing or
Yeah,
Right.
but you never really like get that portion of it, which
no.
is what kind of made Baldur's Gate so good. Right? When
Was
people
the-
were like
Yeah.
rolls
getting to
itself.
see your
Yeah.
rolls and like, you know, sometimes you, even if you have a shit stat, you somehow succeed or sometimes you
Kicked the
don't.
squirrel
If I-
so hard it
Yeah.
exploded on the tree.
I was gonna say, if I don't get to see somebody kick a fucking squirrel into a tree,
That'd be such a
in
niche
the
reference
show.
for people that
Yeah,
play the game
yeah.
that they would love.
oh, they
Yeah.
would eat that shit up, man, if that happened. Like,
Get the little like brain slug guy
Yeah,
and boot
yeah.
him or something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm excited. I mean, it's cool to see Baldur's Gate being introduced to a new audience.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah,
so-
like just the whole fallout, no pun intended, with The Last of Us season 2 and how poorly that kind of took a
Mhm.
turn.
Lessons were learned. Hopefully.
We
yeah,
hope.
like
we
Need
hope.
to have been learned.
Is there even a Last of Us season 3 planned? Is that
they've
Actually-
announced the season 3,
Okay.
but there were rumors that there was going to be 5 seasons, and
Oh.
and now they're saying with Craig Mazin going to Baldur's Gate, they were like, this basically
Wrap it up.
confirms
Yeah.
The Last
Yeah.
of Us. They know season 2 did poorly.
Yeah.
so they're just gonna do the Abby story and just
Yeah.
fucking end it?
Exactly. So it sounds
That's-
like that's what's going to happen with that.
It started so strong too.
Yeah.
Season 1 was so fucking good,
And
Yeah.
then it wasn't.
and then it wasn't.
hmm Is there any other big ones that we missed?
None that I can hear, but are there any that we would like to
It's
talk
not really
about? Because like we're getting into the
game, but
as we've discussed, like we're kind of getting into this world of our generation being like the nostalgia bait,
yeah, for sure.
and like a lot of this stuff is relying like very heavily on the nostalgia factor that the millennials are feeling, and they want to introduce their kids to stuff, or like creating these shows. Like what else?
We are the influencers. Joke's on the rest of you.
Yeah. But like, what is there? Like, what else is, like, we've talked, like, there's some rumors of a Gundam.
With Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, God.
Fuck,
Which, like,
man.
I mean.
Well, as you know, there's cannons in the movie.
I knew it was coming, so I just waited.
Funny enough, the guy who's playing Ryu in the Street Fighter movie is also in the Gundam movie, whatever that turns.
I gotta be honest, Sydney Sweeney is not a good actress.
No, she's not at all.
But she's got good genes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
As soon as I saw her cast into it, I was like, "Fuck,
it's gonna be bad."
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not excited about that at all. But
Okay.
No, I mean honestly, I think the most I guess the most recent thing coming out, like I think from an animated perspective, Mario has figured it out. Mario Galaxy does look to be
that one to me feels like after the first one, they're like going right to Mario Galaxy. I'm like, oh, this is nostalgia bait. Like hard. It's still gonna be good.
They know
but I'm
who
like,
their audience is.
Like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You sons of bitches.
I just think it's dude, what you guys are just. I just think it's hilarious. Like all the shit from like when we were kids is what is selling, and what is all the shit. All the stuff's coming back. I mean, things are always cyclical, but it's hilarious that the Ninja Turtles is still
a huge property.
Oh my God,
is coming around and has animated shows and whatever. The fucking Smurfs were back like
for a while.
Yeah.
Trolls was a movie.
Trolls came back.
Like the weirdest shit is.
Well, they keep talking about the same thing, like with all these other like fake leaks. Like, we keep getting stuff about biker mice from Mars and gargoyles and street sharks. Like all three of those, and I'm assuming they're fake. But like when we see these announcements for these other ones, I keep seeing those three get mentioned.
And it's like,
and it's like,
are
we actually?
It is coming back though.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like some of it has been confirmed. The other ones, it's same thing. It's just nostalgia bait.
Do you know, honestly, a franchise I would love to go like the Mario movie route, so like the animated stuff, is your boy Astrobot.
Astro would be great.
Astrobot would be a hilarious animated movie franchise.
He doesn't really talk though.
Doesn't really talk. That's more like you need him to be in a TV show where he's like the main character that interacts with other people that can talk.
Like the Muppets movies.
Yeah.
Not that the Muppets can't talk, but like
just Beaker.
Like same thing, or like Sackboy. Like you could do so many like fun little things. With that.
Like we haven't heard of any, like what's going on with Devil May Cry. Is there a season 2 of that coming
I believe
out?
it's in development.
It got renewed, yeah. Like, and well, I mean, you have Castlevania, you have like all of these things.
Got all the Critical Role shit coming to play now, right? Like that's huge too.
Really good,
has hit, and I mean, our age demographic is the one indulging in it in the most part. Like the millennial market is what's
driving a lot of this,
driving the market for the most part. So it's there. I don't know what's coming next, but I imagine it's going to be something. Like,
I would love a TV series for Roller Coaster Tycoon. Hear me out.
All it is just parks where people are dying. Like,
well, not even that. Just like it's almost like a medical show. Like, what's the emergency of the week at the roller coaster park?
Like The Office. Like just like some employees.
Roller coaster park, like The Office.
The gorillas got out again. Oh God! Right? Like,
shit. Just make it like The Pit, a super serious
But it's about a roller coaster park.
Yeah, it's a 1-day season where just shit keeps happening at this park.
Parks and Rec, but just like
they're deleting the roller coaster. They're taking it down. There's puke everywhere.
We can't get rid of the first sandwich shop. It's a staple of the park.
Now, I'm not saying hire us, studios, but we've got a lot of good ideas here.
I think
just
the critical thing, maybe not us, but each of these shows, you have to have the studio that worked on it, and you have to have some sort of like knowledge expert.
Yes.
Like some super nerd needs to be like, you need your Henry Cavill on set, fact checking
back on things,
and being like, that's dumb. don't do that.
Witcher.
Like, do this, right? But it doesn't mean you
Dummies.
can't explore and like expand on the universe, but like make sure it makes sense.
Yes, big time. It has to provide service to the fans in order to be successful properly.
Correct. Because otherwise it's just a thing.
Yeah.
Right. You can't just call it, Fallout, or you can be like, well, there was nukes that went off and now we're in the future. It's like, well, that doesn't make it Fallout.
Yeah, it's like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, because isn't there a Warhammer thing coming too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
With
Henry
Henry
Cavill's
Cavill?
doing
Yeah, he's
Warhammer.
involved. I think that's with
A bunch of
Amazon
things.
Prime too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's hope.
They're throwing a
For stuff
shitload
like
of money
that.
around.
What was that
Yeah.
series called? Next Level or
Secret Level.
Secret Level. Secret Level. Like that, I think has sparked so much for Amazon. I think the success of that
Yeah.
little mini series that they had was like, oh shit, people love video game stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people
Well,
watch
I
this
think-
stuff.
Well, I
yeah.
think after they learned that they're like Lord of the Rings, they're like, well, we don't have all of the material that we can reference for
Well,
Rings
the
of Power.
Simulacrum is also like a garbage book. Like,
Yeah. They were just like, if we,
The what?
the Simulacrum or whatever the hell that thing is
The
called.
Silmarillion?
Yeah, that-
yeah, that one,
Simulacrum.
whatever it's called. I agree with
Whatever the
Daryl.
fuck it's
Too much
called.
necromancy.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But like, they couldn't reference all the material, so they had to like make these changes.
Mhm.
You
And
know
they
what I was
weren't-
talking about.
Right? They put all this money into it, but then people are comparing it to the Lord of the Rings and being like, well, this looks so much better
Sorry,
on
my
a
Captain
less
Pedantic came
on a
out.
less budget. So there's just stuff there where they're like, that was kind of a cash grab. Whereas then when they did Fallout, they were like, oh shit, like you do it properly.
Yeah.
But I think also like the kind of the winning ticket for stuff like Fallout is we don't need live action CGI puke fests.
No.
We don't
Like-
need the
like-
Marvel.
Yeah,
TV
I've
universe?
got the video game. Like I've got the video game to play if I want to see it in digital form. Like the reason why Fallout was so cool is because they used practical effects and I wasn't looking at a fucking green screen the entire time. Like, shit like the Witcher towards the end got so bad because it was all just terrible
Green screen fights.
green screen CGI bullshit. And it's like
It's like some of the-
Lord of the Rings of Power was the same fucking
Or like a
thing.
lot of the Marvel TV shows that
Yeah.
went to Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah,
You're like,
really
oh, this
bad.
is horribly rendered and it's just all green screen.
Yeah.
Also, where's Moon Knight season 2? Like, what
Oh.
the
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, of all the good ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
like one of the few good ones that you
Oh man, we went hard tangent. Okay. Any other quick shout outs? Did we get them all?
Next Batman,
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson Batman. I was a hater on, but it turned out pretty good. I'd be down
All
for
right.
whenever the
This
next
one's
one
gonna
comes
be a
out.
musical like the second.
Ah,
film.
fuck me.
yeah, hopefully that's good. There's been rumors of Metro 2033 possibly turning into a movie or a series or something.
There are a couple that
See
like
that.
you wouldn't know are a video game if you made them,
Yeah.
like except for
Yeah.
the fans.
Yeah.
But like,
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Like a non-gamer should be able to watch it and not feel like they're missing out.
see what
Great.
happens. Hopefully, there's some other announcements this year.
Yes. Keep a lookout. We will no doubt be doing a God of War episode.
Oh,
Once the
whenever
show
that
comes
comes out, it's gonna be a couple of years from now.
yeah.
Yeah,
think at this point,
we're a ways
We're
away.
at casting.
Yeah.
Yes. So keep a lookout for the future for movie adaptations that hopefully don't suck.
There's so many. They're so bad.
Mortal Kombat 2 coming
Or
soon.
coming to.
Day one. Gonna be there.
We're going.
Oh yeah.
Overall though, I think that was good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Good enough.
It's good. You know what? Better than good. Good enough.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at GEG Podcast. Check out our website, goodenoughgaming.com, and write us an email about anything from our episodes or something you would like us to discuss in the future. You can also now join us on Discord on the Good Enough Gaming Discord server. We really appreciate you listening and hope you continue to join us on this epic adventure of discussing all things gaming and nerdy. Please subscribe to the Good Enough Gaming podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to your podcasts, and rate us 5 stars so we can find more good enoughers in the process. Just remember, we might not be great, but we are good enough.